Well, day 30 and the gate is open. Here I'm back for the third day in a row at Bothwell Castle, and I'm going to go straight in. Let's get in, I can get in at this moment in time and get a look inside. So let's just dive in and I'll explain more if it's your first time watching me. Let's get inside and have a look at Bothwell Castle, for my first time as well, if it's your first time getting inside and have a look. So let's go. Look at that little castle, the enchanted castle. Just some information. As soon as you walk in, and I'm in. Cannot believe I'm finally in. There is some areas that we can't get to for obvious reasons if you've seen the other videos for the last couple of days. There is a few sections, and it does say that on their website to be fair, that I can't get to, which is fenced off just now, but it gives me another reason to come back. I'm in, and there's an information board when you come in. Have a look at that. It is numbered 1, 2, 3 and 4, and it gives you some information of what certain things are, and to explore, just to give you a kind of heads up. But I'm just going to go and explore, so let's go and have a look. I'm in. So I have jumped straight into the video, straight into the castle. If you're wondering what's going on, the last 3 days, including today, last 2 days, I have tried to get inside the castle. I have explored outside, so I won't be looking outside, so I'll link the videos down below for that. And I'm on day 30 of a 30 day upload challenge. This is day 30. This is the last day, and I've managed to get inside of Bothwell Castle, which I tried to get in 2 days ago. So yeah, it's really a nice day again. No rain. It's nice and quiet, nice and peaceful, which means we can explore more. Now, for the record, like I said, well, I have said in previous videos, and if it's your first time watching me, I am not a historian, not an expert on anything to do with castles or Scotland or anything like that. But I like adventure, theme parks. That's my main channel, theme parks, adventure, attractions. But my 30 day challenge is to get out more. And that's what I'm doing, hearing some noises. Yeah, I can't get any further here, but we can look up. Oh, South East Tower. This is cool. So, what was that? Housing 3 well-appointed rooms. Trying to read, what's this say? Above this storage basement. Note the attractive hooded fireplace. So I'm guessing that there is the fireplace. That looks like a fireplace to me. Feels very strange that I'm actually standing inside the castle that I have driven to and parked up at on 2 previous occasions, and again today. So does that say Sacrament House? Where the bread and wine used in the Mass were kept. There you go. That's what that plaque says. And there's lots of information here. So, site of chapel. So on the first floor, above this ground floor cellar, the 2 windows above you lit the finely vaulted chancel. The altar was against the east wall on your left. There's the basin where the priest rinsed out the communion cup, or chalice, that's what that says there. And that's the basin. There's bench seating used by the clergy officiating at services. So rather than looking inside from the outside, oh, there's pigeons everywhere. See what you can see outside. So this is what I've just been exploring. It's called the Sacred Space. That's where we looked at the bread and wine storage. A mass in 1420. Nobles sit on the stone benches, which we had a look at. So there's the benches. I always say it, I know I'm repeating myself for those that watch my videos, but if these walls could talk, imagine the stories they could tell. This is more of the inside courtyard, if you want to call it. Let's take a walk. I think we can go inside somewhere. Ooh, look at that, is that door's open? Site of doorway, giving access to cellar below the chapel. Can you go in here? This wasn't opened. I'm not going to push that anymore. Because it wasn't open when I went by. But I think I can go into this one here, this one's opened. Let's take a look inside. Oh. Mind your head. Oh, that is nice and cool in here. Site of fireplace. Ooh. Watch your feet. So in here there's quite a few things, as well as that fireplace. Look at the cellar. So this must be the cellar, one of 3 stone vaulted storerooms, about 1400, so it's nice and cool in here. Here is some spiral staircases. Once gave access to the upper floors, blocked when the stone vault was inserted about 1400. That's really cool. And decorative supports. Lots of different stone. So stonemasons carved marks into stones during construction of the castle. These signatures were unique to each person or workshop. Oh. Things like that. Little marks. Past splendour. By the 1700s, Bothwell Castle was partly ruined. Bothwell House was demolished in 1926. The noise you can hear behind me, that was my receipt there in my pocket. So, just let you know, price wise, just for myself, it was £3.80. So £3, I think it's going to focus. Nope. Too much going on here. There we go. £3.80. There's a few things closed, yes, but that's how much it's cost myself. Is this different castles? Bothwell, the castle of Walter of Moray. So, okay, it's good info. The Great Lordship of Bothwell was created by King Malcolm the Maiden. If you want to read more of that, you can pause the video if you wish, because it's a lot of information. Wars of Independence. The Great English Siege of 1301. Bothwell Castle fell into English hands soon after hostilities began. In 1298 the Scots blockaded the castle and after 14 tedious months successfully stormed the castle. In 1301 the English recaptured the castle in less than a month. There's more. That there says these, I don't know what that says, trebuchet balls? What's that? But under siege, they must have been throwing these, launching these into the castle. Can't believe I've actually still got some of these to this day. Huh. Medieval siege warfare. The Castle of Black Douglas. It's really cool, really lots of information on the boards. A lot of history, of course, but physical weapons and details of the stones, staircases and fireplaces, and an old cellar. I'm going to head back out this door, small door, so I need to duck. Oh, is that old stairs as well? That must be, oh, I'll drop the camera. You can quite see that. There we go, I'm going to head back out this door and hopefully not bump my head. Now walking down to the other end of the castle, you've got this bridge which has been built to get into this section. We can overlook. Oh, this is awesome. That is cool. That's a donjon, or keep, the Lord's residence in the 17th century, housing 3 floors of accommodation above a storage basement, partly destroyed in 1337 and rebuilt on a more modest scale though no longer serving as the Lord's private quarters. Look at all these carvings and names, they're everywhere. These can't be original, are they? Wow. People's, oh, so strange. The people engraving. People were standing here back then, engraving the names and oh, 1864. Ooh, that's a big bee. That's a USA on it. That's strange. So different seeing that. Here is the donjon. This is as far as I can go because of this. And if you've seen the video where I was standing on the other side, on the outside, I was looking right up there to the penthouse suite. I don't know how much I'm going to see of this because of the sun reflecting on the sign. But in essence the sign says Sir Walter Murray designed one of the greatest circular buildings in Scotland with roasting fires, plush tapestries and state-of-the-art security. So don't know if you can just see that sign there. It says, "Did you know graffiti possibly left by Henry Scott, 3rd Duke of Buccleuch, is carved in the donjon basement." B 1785. Is that 1785 or is that 785? I can't make it out from here. I think it's 17, but and design lavish private quarters for the Lord's family, spectacular views. That's what I was thinking, the views must be amazing. Or would have been amazing. The hall of favoured guests, first floor, where we are now, including the Lord's Hall and reception room. So I'm just reading these points here. A basement used for storage with 6-metre deep well. And this is as close as we are going to get. I always find it really bizarre feeling, strange feeling, standing in castles and things that are really historic that are still standing. As if you can feel the history, you really can. Just reading all these names, I think people put their names, carved names into the wall. Maybe clan names, nicknames, and the stonemason names that was mentioned before. Oh, yeah. Cool. Let's keep exploring. Now, there isn't a lot to see in this castle because a few things are closed. But we'll have a look at the boards and information anyway. Because we are here, we're in. It would be cool to get up at that level. Some really cool details. Don't know if they used to be windows. We'll have a look down this side. So what would be down there back in the day? Would that be water? I'm going to have a look at this information board over here. I'll just look at this here. I'm going to blind myself in a minute, but the detailing. I'm presuming it was a window, unless it was a passageway, an old passageway, but I'm presuming it was an opening. What's the board say here? Bothwell Castle's great size and central position meant it featured prominently in Scotland's bloody wars of independence. In the late 1200s and early 1300s, the castle frequently changed hands between the Scots and the English. So that's where they are, so they're called arrow slits. So the archers would be behind them to use their weapons. And that's I can just make out there that sign says a prison tower, which I can't get anywhere near. What does it say there? Oh, I cannot make that out. Posters? Postern? A back gate into the castle. Oh, right, okay. So there's another gate. There used to be another gate. A back gate into the castle. Just trying to give you an overview of standing in here. Now, I never checked to see if the gift store had any magnets. We're going to check that as well. Are these more benches? So that's the site of two range of buildings, 2 floors of residential accommodation. One stood here. Only this south wall remains with its windows, bench seating and traces of doorways. So this is the bench seating. With views as well. I don't know if you're going to see much. And that's where we were near the beginning of the video. So just at the bottom of the stairs of the section we cannot get to. They look amazing, that detail. Feasting and banquets were central to the Earl of Douglas's life here in the 1400s. His great hall provided a magnificent entertaining space. And there's the banquet. There's a kind of artistic impression of it. That's the detail I was kind of in awe of a few days ago, walking around the outside. What's that there hanging around? Unusual coat hanger drawbridge. Change of hands. So Bothwell became a royal castle when the Black Douglases were overthrown in 1455. King James IV visited on a number of occasions. Records show he paid for hawks, minstrels and played card games. Like I say, you can always come back. Let me know in the comments if you want me to come back and keep an eye on these areas, these sections being open. I probably will do anyway. That's what I'm like. I don't want to do things just once. Sometimes you do things twice, 3 times, 4 times. Just like the theme park things, theme park areas, it's just always different. You see things different, things evolve, things change. So it's always good to come back to things again. What can we see at this end? Not much. Not a lot to see. So there you have it. I've came back over to the southeast tower, which is just a little bit behind me, and I finally got in to Bothwell Castle. I have looked around the outside, separate video for that, and another wasp, a fly. Day 30, 30 days of content every single day. This is the last video. Doesn't mean it's the last video ever, just the last video of the 30-day challenge, and I have really enjoyed it. And like yesterday's video, which was a mishmash where I came here and couldn't get in, I'm going to do a recap video, like just going over all the videos really and what have I learned by doing it, and future content, everything else. Future content is still going to be my passion, my love. Orlando, Florida, Universal Studios, Walt Disney World, Disney Paris, Disney Cruises, all those kind of parks, theme parks, cruises, attractions, adventures, That's all still going to be the same. Yeah, so not a lot's going to change, but yeah, I'll cover that in that video. But thank you for watching this video. It does mean a lot. If you've watched all the way through, I really appreciate it. And if you've supported me in this video, or all the videos all the way throughout, it does mean a lot. So hopefully you hit subscribe. I know a lot of people do watch the videos, but they don't hit subscribe. Hopefully you do hit subscribe. It does mean a lot. It does help the channel, helps myself, and it means that it keeps me motivated. I always say that it does. It keeps me motivated to keep creating content. So thank you if you subscribe, and social media links down below in the description box if you want to follow my journeys, adventure, all those things. But yeah, I am now going to leave Bothwell Castle. Feels strange saying that since I have been trying so hard to get in. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Keep an eye on my social media where I'll be posting updates what's coming next. I'll see you then. Bye bye.